And with that,
coming to you live from Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
That just happened.
That just happened.
And here we are.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Like idiots.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the Backstage Podcast, episode 26. This week, our title is Uncle Ted and the Willy Wackers. It's a new up-and-coming band you haven't heard of.
Oh, nice.
Definitely look them up. Just be careful what page you look it up on.
Pornhub.
But in all seriousness, welcome to episode 26 of the Backstage Podcast. I am the host, gunkPunk's. With me, as always, I have multiple co-hosts. We only have two of them right now. Two of them are still on their way in. We've got DaddiLlama in the top right corner.
Hello.
We've got Clutch Lucky in the bottom right corner. And I just want to comment that the three of us, yes, we are all three wearing a band t-shirt for the same band, Scarlet View. They are a band based out of Kansas City, Missouri. If you've not heard of them, look them up, check them out. They are amazing. But there's a mysterious person right above me, right here, that is just kind of hanging out. So...
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our guest this week, Carlos, from bands such as Stallone, Cobras, and what was the other one?
Greenhorn Saints.
Greenhorn Saints. All
Greenhorn
right.
Saints. Yeah.
So we are back to having a guest. Something we haven't done in a couple episodes. I don't know.
It's been a couple. It's been a couple weeks.
I feel special.
Yeah, you should.
You should, Carlos.
You should.
All
You
right.
should.
And
I
I know
also,
you've.
I also like to say hello, Super Information Highway.
Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube.
What's that?
What is that?
So, when I was in high school back in the wee 90s, that's what the internet was called, the Super Information Highway.
Back in my
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Back when you had to have AOL dial-up and all that.
Yeah. Back in them days.
I'll tell you what. All right, so I'm gonna tag
Hurts
a bunch
my
of
brain
people
that I
on
remember
this.
that.
Save.
Anyways,
There we
back
go.
to the day.
All right, so back to business as usual, or not. So we're kind of waiting on Gnome and whatever his name is this week. I don't think he's actually changed it in the Discord yet, so I'm not going to say his name yet. So I'm going to wait to say his name because he always has a phenomenal one. But just a quick preface before we get into the actual podcast things. Daddy and I did do a check on our celebrity death pool. Both fortunately and unfortunately, no one has died. The main unfortunate is, well, I think we can all agree, Ted Nugent. So we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The Nuge.
Don't forget.
You
the
son of a bitch.
nuge.
Oh, wait. We're going to go back to the Deadpool, actually. I totally spaced on that, but we're going to get back to that in a minute. However, as you all know, when we have a guest on a podcast, there's a reason. It's because they're a local musician, and we want to get to know this local musician and a bunch of things about them. And we're also going to be playing some material from one of his bands. So, obviously, we've kind of answered to start. Carlos, what is your actual name? Instead of just Carlos, what is your actual name? First and last.
Carlos with a K. De Leon.
Okay.
Carlos
with a K.
actually Carlos Manuel De Leon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't forget that middle name.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Your first name is really spelled with a K?
No, I made that up. It's smooth.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
You ruined it.
Yeah.
I've known you for a few years.
Yeah.
What?
Carlos Manuel De Leon.
All right. So, Carlos, where are you from?
McAllen, Texas. You can literally walk to Mexico from there.
Yeah.
From
Oh, damn.
McAllen, Texas.
I think when I was down in Texas for that training, I think some of the guys that I met there that I was talking to musically are from McAllen, and they were talking about getting us down there. So,
There
we
it
have
is.
a wild gnome has appeared. So while he is getting his camera and everything set up, we're going to continue on with the questions.
It's hot
there he is.
outside.
Yeah, no shit.
It's fucking hot outside.
No shit.
It's Luke Skywalker.
This motherfucker is still long, and then he starts off with that shit. Son of a bitch.
Circa 1978.
At least
God
he didn't
damn
call
it.
you fucking Yoda. I mean,
It's
I
a
mean,
plus.
there's
I'm
that.
moving up in the world.
There's that.
Yeah.
Hey, the guy's a
All right.
good-looking guy. What can you say?
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Anyways, more about
so-
me. Focus on
Yeah,
me.
yeah. All about Carlos here. So Carlos, how? Obviously, so for the people who don't know, what instrument do you play?
I play bass, 4-string bass. Or
Barely.
five.
Okay.
Barely. Yes.
So how did you get started as a bass player?
So there was a band back home, punk rock band called Business Bombs. My brother was playing bass for them. They had just started the band, and he was like pussy whipped by his girlfriend at the time, like severely, and he'd never make her practice. And I used to go check him out, watch him practice, and they're like, "Why don't you get on the bass since your fucking brother's not here?" And I was like, "All right," and the rest is history.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's how that happened.
So obviously, we've already kind of talked about the two bands you're in, which is Stallone Cobras and Greenhorn
Greenhorn Saints.
Saints. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm terrible. I'm a horrible
Oh,
host.
God.
If you haven't figured that out,
Doing-
and all of our viewers
doing
know this
better.
already.
Doing better than I am.
So
Dude, I'm gonna get
uh,
you a fucking notepad. That way, while we're talking to our guests, you can take notes.
I need to. I
he
need
probably
to.
still wouldn't use
No,
it.
no. What you need to do is get like a whiteboard and do cue cards. Just fucking write shit on it and be like,
There you go.
gunk. So
He's coming
let's-
around turn 2. We need to give him the note card.
So with the Stallone Cobras, what is the current lineup? Like, who all is in that band, and what do they do?
So we got Eric Showman. He sings, plays guitar, lead guitar,
Okay.
writes most of the music. And he's also in Greenhorn Saints, and he's been around the scene. He's in a band called Diffuser. He used to play all over the fucking place. And then we got a female drummer, Stacy Nice. No, Stacy Sweet from Oklahoma City. She's kind of she's a drummer. She's come a long ways, but yeah, she's drumming for us. But she's good. She's a good drummer. I'll leave it at that.
You can tell he's trying to watch what he says because he's probably going to send this via YouTube to his bandmates. Be like, "Hey, I talked about the band.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?"
He's
I
talking
think
shit.
she's more of a soft rock drummer. Is the way I hear. It's the way I see it.
Gotcha. So that's the Stallone Cobras. What about Greenhorn Saints? What's the
So-
lineup there?
Greenhorn State. I just joined them. The lead guy's name is David. Fuck, hang on. Dave, and he's been in the scene for years. He's in a band called Pitbulls on Crack.
Okay.
He's been in a bunch of pretty good, well-known bands. He was in a band called what the hell were they called? But back when I was in Corpus Christi, I heard of his band. I had a cassette.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 1991. Move over here, and I'm over here in a band with the guy, and they were in a band called shit, I can't even remember, but he's been around the scene. And then we got Eric in that band too. He's playing lead guitars. And I
Okay.
just joined on bass, and there's a guy named Steve Beard, excellent drummer, really good. So
Hell yeah.
he's also in a whole bunch of other bands around town.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, as a bass player, who are your influences in the way that you play, your style, your sound? Who influenced you the most in regards to all? Clutch, what is happening there?
My demons are talking.
I kind of wondered if that was what was happening.
Same,
Anyway,
You gotta
so
poop.
Same.
no, he pooped
What?
before the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did. That's
I was
where
like,
it
what kind of
disappeared
demons
to.
we talking about? You got to poop?
He already did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Carlos, influence-wise, like bass players that really
So-
influence you in all the different aspects.
As far as influence goes, there's a band called Operation Ivy I used to listen to.
Mm.
And they had just a standout, amazing bass player. I didn't know his name at the time. Then I listened to his, a couple of years later. I hear this band called Rancid. I'm like, this
Mm.
bass player is just as good as the guy from Operation Ivy. Turns out it's the same guy, a guy named what the heck's his name? Matt Freeman, bassist for
Okay.
Rancid. Amazing freaking bassist. And I just always liked his style, but I'm not nowhere near to his level. But I play more like the Fat Mike from NoFX.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little more driven, not as fancy, but just kind of in the pocket bass playing. So
Gotcha.
Fat Mike is more probably my biggest influence. Just because I can't play bass that good like Mr. Freeman. That's work.
So, if you were to put, let's say, two different genres that you play the most or that you identify yourself as, what would you say is your genre?
Definitely the I started playing bass around the whole punk ska scene back in 95, 94. That's when I really got into it. So I'm gonna say like a punk rock, a little bit
Mhm.
of reggae ska kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
deal. I've played both styles before, my favorite kinds. So yeah, mostly punk rock. But
Gotcha. So,
yeah.
piggybacking off of that, for both bands, so Stallone Cobras and Greenhorn Saints, what would you
Uh-huh.
say the genre is for each of those bands based off of your style?
I feel like Greenhorn Saints is a post-punk rock band. It's like it's like a punk. There's a punk rock band that kind of blended into the hair band days. It's got like this kind of like this rocking sound to it, like 80s rock.
Yeah.
And that's what I see Greenhorn Saints at. And as far as the other band, Stallone Cobras, we're just trying to do punk rock, like. But some of the songs don't sound it, some of them do. So
I
yeah.
mean, we saw firsthand, so we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rock. Yeah.
It's got punk in it. It's got punk
Yeah.
in it, definitely.
Lots of influence, for sure. Yeah.
So, next question here. It's a two-parter,
Okay.
so you can have you'll have two answers
It's a twofer.
essentially. So your favorite venue, but specifically, what is your favorite small venue to play at, and your favorite big venue to play at?
Favorite small venue would be probably the Vanguard. I just like playing the Vanguard.
Okay.
It's really fun there. I don't know if that's
Oh, yeah.
considered small or because they got some big bands, but to me, it's a small venue.
I would say maybe mid-range to
Yeah, I
big.
guess it would be a
Mid-range
more.
venue.
Yeah. But
Depends on
oh,
the
I
night.
know. I know. The Black Crow over on 6th Street where we played.
Oh, the Blackbird. Yeah.
Blackbird, yes.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite small venue for sure. Something about the area is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
actually big venue. I've actually got to play the Kane stage, so
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I've been up on that stage. I was in a band called Urban Tribe back in what was that 2006 and 7. We opened up with for the Wailers, Bob Marley's Wailers.
Oh shit.
Hell
So yeah,
yeah.
we got to share
Hell
the stage
yeah.
with them. Yeah, so I'm gonna brag about the fact that I played the Kane's Bar on stage, and that will be my.
I mean, fucking
Yeah.
really.
100%
Good.
earned.
I leave that shit like you feed the birds, you throw fucking bread everywhere. That's how I treat that. It's like let it be known.
That's how he introduces himself. My name's Carlos. I play the Canes.
Bow to me, peasant.
Yes. Where did you guys play? Badass Renee's? Yeah, Canes. Oh, what happened?
Rub it in.
What happened? I blacked out. What
Ouch.
happened?
How did I get here?
So, before we get to more of the podcast, so kind of in this area that we're at right now, for our viewers at home, Gnome and I actually used to be in a band with Carlos, the Upper Class Vagrants. He was the bass player for a good time before we
wow.
kind of
I thought it was
changed.
Captain Buttfucker and the Spunkers.
That was the side project.
That was
Oh.
the side, yeah.
Okay.
We don't openly advertise that anymore,
I thought you were
Carlos.
Captain Buttfuck. Anyways.
Oh my god. But we shared the stage with this guy quite a few times, and then we actually got the pleasure of playing as the Vagrants while he was in the Stallone Cobras at Badass Renee's in Tulsa. That was a fun show. That was a
Juice
good
Maker
time.
as well.
Oh
making-
yeah.
Oh,
right.
I got a fucking story about that night.
Oh shit.
You guys want to
Well,
hear it?
Yeah, we got time. Go for it.
Okay, so after we played that gig, I go home, and the wife's all like, "You want to go to the casino?" I'm like, "Fuck it, why not?" Go to the casino. We go to Osage. $14,000 that same night.
What?
No shit.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yep.
Goddamn,
I came
dude.
home. I came home with right under $13. I went ahead and paid my taxes on it. But right after that show, I went to the casino about midnight. I hit that jackpot. I was
Fuck
like,
yeah.
We
"Oh,
should have
yeah."
went. We should have went home with Carlos. that night.
Yeah, I got pictures of it.
That's it. If
Yeah, it was.
if a show's ever played with Carlos again, he says something about
Everybody's
an after
gonna
party.
follow me.
We don't say no. We just go.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that happened that night.
All right.
Fun fact. Fun fact.
So now I'm going to open it up to the other three hosts here. Obviously, I know I asked all the questions that we do the basic shit. Do you guys have any additional questions or unique questions you would like to ask Carlos while we're still in this part of the podcast?
I got one. I got
Yeah,
one.
sorry, I'm taking next.
So am I.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's a standard
No,
base behavior, base player behavior right
Right.
there.
I know.
100%.
Should have known. But no, since you have had plenty of fucking projects, what has been your favorite so far that you've done?
Here in Tulsa, did you hear that part?
Uh,
Huh?
Because Corpus Christi too. Anyways, in Tulsa, I did a band back in. One of them was I talked about a while ago, a band called Urban Tribe. That shit was fun, kind of like reggae, punk rock. And then in 2010, we did a side project called Informer, and that band was taking off, and it was really good, but we could never nail down the vocals. It never worked out. We got a whole bunch of shows, never had a good solid front man, so the band just kind of, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a super fun project.
oh, yeah.
There's always just that one band member that you
Yeah,
just never get on board.
and actually, I had a lot of fun in a cover band too. Surprisingly, a lot of fun in a cover band.
Yeah.
Yeah, the band called what was that band called? I forgot. It was back 2012, but it was fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Anybody else?
I'll probably think of something later. My brain's fried.
Valid. And the demons are at it again. Sir, is
Quick,
that
get the sage.
I've got some right here if you need some sage, man.
You
This-
guys are
this is
45 minutes away.
Okay,
is what
then
happens-
fucking grab the salt.
This is what happens when we don't do the podcast on Wednesdays. The demons pop out.
Exactly. They're yelling
What
at
was-
me.
When was the last time you changed that light bulb, sir?
I don't think it's ever been changed.
Fucking hell. All right. So that is going to be. Do you have any questions for him, Clutch?
Don't be scared.
Do the demons have any questions for Carlos?
Yeah, it's the demons.
Hey, what's up, buddies? What y'all been up to?
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull a gnome and have to come back to that.
All right. Not a problem. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do our first transition here. And, yep, here we go.
Stuff and junk.
So what we're gonna do now, and we're gonna give him a chance once he pops in to do his. It is that time of the month, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached the point where it is time where each of the people involved, so Clutch, Gnome, Daddy, and myself, if you guys would like, you have a chance to change one of your Deadpool picks, but it cannot be your wild card. So, does anybody have a pick on their Deadpool list that they would like to change? Or do I need to reiterate the list first and then you guys can decide?
I'm pretty solid.
Go ahead
on
and
mine.
reiterate the list.
All right,
I'm good on
so
mine.
for our viewers at home and for the people here on the podcast,
I just
the
want to change my
Deadpool.
wild card, but I can't.
Nope, you're stuck with him. So our Deadpool goes as follows. We have 2 honorary Deadpool members. That is Ted Nugent and Mick Jagger. Just kicked a bucket already. Daddy's list.
son of a bitch.
Daddy's list consists of Tony Bennett, who has already passed away, so she's already gotten a point for that. Madonna, Billy Gibbons, and her wild card is Bruce Willis. Gnome's list is Gene Simmons, Paul McCartney, John Fogerty, with his wild card being Social Repose. Gnome, I'm noticing a pattern in the type of musician that you're selecting here, specifically the instrument they play. Just pointing that out.
Hey.
Poses my shades. He's a dick.
He plays the ukulele.
Gene Simmons is a bass player.
Uh-huh.
Fogerty's a guitarist, I'm pretty sure.
Paul McCartney.
Bass player. Okay, listen. Just
Do you,
because
want
I'm
me, do you want me to mute while you finish?
Can I switch? Can I
I'll
switch
mute-
Fogerty
I'll
for
mute.
Carlos?
Oh,
Damn. Okay.
Vendetta against bass players.
Clearly. So Clutches is Willie Nelson, Frankie Valli, Steven Tyler, with his wild card being R. Kelly.
Steven Tyler, nice.
Mine is Keith Richards, Cher, Alice Cooper, and my wild card being Barbra Streisand. AJ's is Ozzy Osbourne, Dave Mustaine, Dolly Parton, and his wild card being Johnny Depp. So, does anybody? I have mine that I want to change, but I'm gonna wait just in case. Does anybody have any changes they would like to make to their list?
solid.
Okay. I am removing Alice Cooper from mine. And I am replacing him with somebody that I think is probably going to upset someone.
Mhm.
Dick Van Dyke.
He's still alive?
Yes.
No shit.
Fonz?
No shit.
Is that the
It's
Fonz?
like, what is he, 97?
No, that's Henry Winkler.
Oh, he is. Yeah,
Winkler.
Dick
Henry
Van Dyke.
Winkler.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he's the host guy.
All
yeah.
right. So,
Oh, he's the dude. He was the chimney sweep in Mary Poppins, wasn't
Yes.
he? Yeah.
so
All right.
I have made
How old
my
is he right now?
change.
He is
98.
Shit.
97.
Yeah. So,
My man, 1925. Dude is going strong.
Right. Now
He's
we are
trying to
going to do
fucking beat Betty White.
one thing that I forgot to do at the end of the interview, but we're still kind of early in the podcast, so we can still do it here. This is so Carlos, one of his bands, the Stallone Cobras. For those of you who are interested, they are available on Spotify, Apple Music, any streaming platform, except for
Yep.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But so Carlos has given us permission, and I'm going to let him state this part.
You have permission to play my material.
Okay. So Carlos has given us full permission to play their music, which I'm getting it off of the album American Chindagu. Probably saying that wrong. He has asked that we play the song 100 Seconds. So this is on Apple Music. I'm going to go ahead and get this track pulled up here.
That track number 5, Pieces of You, is that an Ashley Simpson cover?
It's a Jeffrey Dahmer's cover.
Oh, okay.
It's about Jeffrey Dahmer's.
I was
It's good.
close.
If you want to hear it, it's actually a very good song. But whatever.
Okay. So I'm going to ask all of our voice chat people to mute their microphones for me. And
yeah.
I'm going to hit play on this track. And this is 100 Seconds by the Stallone Cobras.
Should have thought of that before. 100 seconds, we're all to the other side.
All right, and that was 100 Seconds
the
by
other
the
side.
Stallone Cobras.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, turn it to the other side apparently.
Turn
Uh,
it over.
Yeah.
I gotta
flip it to
say-
side B.
To me, I kind of got a almost the vocal, like how do I say this? The style, almost the voice, kind of reminded me of the Dead Kennedys to an extent.
Man, I showed it to my brother. I was back home about 3 weeks ago, and he said the same exact thing. He said, "That sounds like Jello Biafra." I was like, "It does sound like Jello Biafra."
Dude,
now you're
it's
saying it.
good.
That's fucking funny.
I
Cool.
was like the whole
I'll
vibe
take
too
that.
is like
I take that as a compliment. So
the whole vibe too is like a Ghoul Town vibe. And I fuck around with Ghoul Town,
now, yeah, you turned me on to them. They're fucking badass.
right?
Yeah, it's a great band.
I just want to say the song is false advertisement.
It was not 100 seconds.
It was not 100 seconds.
It's not.
Missed opportunity.
Well, I've definitely added that entire album to my library on my phone. Definitely gonna
Cool.
check them out.
Awesome. Check it out. Give us
Alright.
just. I know you give us if you had an extra thumb, you'd give us 3 thumbs down, but we'll take the 2.
Look, I got 2 thumbs and 2 big toes, so I'll try my best. But
Anyway,
I would very much like
Alright.
to see that.
it's a fun.
you're gonna
song.
have to give me a couple weeks.
Uh,
But
I
that
think that,
was
I think that track's better live. It just comes out better, more energy.
well, it definitely had some good energy to it. I really enjoyed that, and I've
Cool.
added that album to my phone, so I'll definitely be listening to that as I'm driving.
Nice, awesome.
All right. At
When-
this
when,
point, go ahead.
I gotta kind of follow up. When are the next gigs for your bands? Next upcoming
Well,
shows?
So actually, right now we don't have jack shit, man. Like we just haven't
Oh,
we haven't even bothered looking. The last time we played was like a month and a half ago.
well, shit.
You guys taking a
well,
break?
so
or...
I just joined the other band, Greenhorn Saints. I just joined them, and last night we practiced, and they all agreed we're ready for shows. So there's upcoming gigs, and as far as Stallone Cobras, man, we just need to get out there and look. That's all there is
Yeah.
to it. We just haven't done it. It's too hot outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too fucking hot for anything right now.
You're fucking-
Oh,
And yeah, I was gonna go tonight, but the moon's not at the right angle, so
yeah. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
look at the projection
it.
between the moon and the stars and say, no, fuck that, it's too hot.
Yeah, it's in the apex setting, and you can't promote on an apex night.
Nah, if you can't see the Big Dipper, you're fucked. That's
Yeah,
all there
yeah,
is.
you right? You know what I'm talking about.
You good there, babe? You looked a little.
Yeah, I spaced out. Sorry.
I was wondering. I was like,
I
What is she staring
disassociated so
at?
hard.
all right.
Disassociated so hard.
So
Slurp.
at this point, this is normally when we would go into AJ's Slap Happy Corner, but he's not even active in the server, which is a little disconcerting there.
He'll be here. He'll be here.
Let's see. I hope so. And I just look at the general chat and I see you putting the fucking cue cards, you fucking
The Wayne
asshole.
Moore cue cards.
So we're gonna hold off on the top 3 as well as we're waiting on AJ to arrive. So we're gonna jump ahead a couple things here to
This is Gnome's recent releases.
Oh shit! Hang on. Here's the list.
so it's
That's
time
not
for
ready.
Gnome's recent releases, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So,
He is not prepared at all.
no, I am. I didn't write it down, but I snapshotted my Spotify. So hang on, I gotta find those pictures.
All right,
Okay.
there it went.
Hey, Daddy,
I felt that sneeze coming.
What?
can you
I got you.
your DMs real quick?
Is
Go
it
ahead,
Twitch or
Gnome.
Kick?
Check.
So, first one is Seven Dust released an album on the 28th,
Okay.
and I'm
What?
listening to it for and I'm listening for this to the second time today. I love this album. It's called Truth Killer. Starts off really chill, and then it just gets heavier and heavier as the album goes on. It's
Okay.
Can I
fantastic.
squeeze a fun fact in real quick?
Yeah,
I hung out with LJ in Las Vegas.
you son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
His hotel room for the night was next to ours.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were
Yeah.
spending the night, weren't you?
Yeah.
Real close that night.
Continue.
Next one is if you guys know the band Polaris, they released a song called Nightmare, which is a solid metalcore, deathcore song. Slaughter to Prevail, these
Ooh.
psychotic Russian bastards that they are, released a song called Viking.
I
And it starts
saw
off-
that.
It's good.
I need to
It starts
listen
off
to
like
it.
a Viking kind of talking, and then Alex Terrible comes in with his gutturals. And it's
Why
amazing.
is it that you're just pushing me to listen to more of these metal bands? What is wrong with
Because you need to.
Fuck you.
Anyway. Anywho, Cancer Slug
Oh.
released a new album called Fucker,
Okay.
which
Hell yeah.
it does, not even surprised. But listen to that album today again, and it's still a fantastic album. Still that gritty punk rock that they are.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
That was a
Right?
fun show.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Mice and Men released a new song called Warpaint.
What?
Yeah,
They're still around?
they're still kicking
Yes.
around apparently.
God damn.
So I was excited
I
to see
thought they
that.
changed their name though.
Nope, still of Mice and Men. If you guys know the metal or more deathcore band Traders, they've released a song called Unhinged. A lot of the songs AJ would really know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all by yourself now, fucker.
I know, I don't like this. But that's
How does
all
that
I
make you
found.
feel?
I know. That's all I found. Did anyone else find any recent releases?
Oh,
No.
it's been quiet on
It's
my
been-
end.
It was a quiet week. Oops. Didn't
Yeah.
mean to do that.
It's too fucking
Um,
hot in the world.
I did see a post that irritated the fuck out of me. Apparently, Rotten Tomatoes scored the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie the highest, which is bullshit because we all know the '90s ones are the superior movies.
Yep.
Especially
Ice.
number 2, The Secret
Mhm.
of the Ooze.
Go ninja, go.
Gave us the greatest song from fucking Vanilla Ice ever created.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
The fact
damn
that
it.
most fuckers were doing fucking karate in suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another
Ooh.
fun fact.
All right.
Okay.
I've seen Vanilla Ice 3 times in the last 2 years. I'm not even fucking kidding.
That's
Is that bad?
This fucking guy
Fun
just
fact.
rubbing it in.
That's it. We just need to hang out with Carlos more.
right.
Right? Fuck.
Oh
He's
my
doing all
God.
the cool
Alright.
shit.
Oh, and
So-
speaking of cool shit, Ian, this one's for you.
Oh,
Guess who I hung out with last August?
Who?
Scorpion from a little band called Necrogoblicon.
you motherfucker.
I hung out with a guy,
You
man.
mother-
The guy's fucking cool. I got some autographed shit sitting back there, man.
Fuck you, dude. You go see him back in what was it, November when they came out?
Yeah,
here, or-
yeah, with
War?
War. War,
That
yeah.
was- wait, you
They
were
only,
there?
they only played fucking 30 minutes, man. It sucked.
You were there,
Yeah, I was there.
motherfucker.
Were you there too?
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah, I was hanging out. I was too busy hanging out with my friend Scorpion. So I didn't.
God.
The reason
didn't
why
see
you
you.
probably didn't see him is because you had to look down for him.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a lot of people there.
Short motherfucker. There's a lot of blood flying around. You know, it's.
Blood and semen, you know.
Oh,
the-
gee.
I was
Usual.
soaked after that.
I
The
bet
most
you were.
I got to hang out with John for a little bit. John Goblicon.
John Goblicon. Oh,
They're
who
fucking
played-
hype, man.
Who was Goblicon that night? Who was John that
Uh,
night?
I don't remember.
Because when me and my friend Scorpion were talking, he said there's various John Goblicons. There's not just one.
I don't remember. I think it
So
was
you,
the-
my friend, got duped.
No, it was the one at the
Oh.
fucking merch booth.
Yeah, that was a fake.
Was
That
that the
was
fake one? Son of a bitch.
That's not the real John.
Ooh.
The real John. When me and my friend Scorpion were talking,
You motherfucker.
he said the John Goblicon from the show. Have you watched the show? Right
Yeah.
now?
Like Carlos,
Yeah,
is taking
he's
my
a
job
comedian.
right now.
He's an actual hired comedian. That's why the guy's so fucking hilarious. Anyways,
funny about the band.
I digress. Go on.
I fucking love that band though.
I'll tell Scorpion you're a fan.
You
Yeah, they're best buds. They got walkie-talkies and everything.
Yeah. I'll
if you can
text
steal
him.
me some merch, I won't say shit about you being best buddies with him.
Let me text him real quick. All right, yeah, he knows you were there.
All right. So is that all you got for your releases, Gnome?
That's all I had. It was kind of a quiet week.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and play you out here.
This is Gnome's recent releases.
Y'all could have done that, Eddie, in Union. Like,
I know that was perfect.
it literally didn't even register twice. It registered once.
Well, now it is time for.
On this day in music history.
So, Daddy,
Yeah.
what do you have for music history this week?
I've got a few.
Okay.
Let's see. There we go. Make sure I can see everything still. So we got 1963. Ed Roland, lead vocalist for Collective Soul. He is born.
Okay.
All right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
This one was kind of for me,
Okay.
but I'm sure y'all will be happy too. 1968, The Doors hit #1 in America for the second and the last time. When "Hello, I Love You" reaches the top of the top for the first of 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
All right.
That's
words are
awesome.
hard.
Hello, I love you.
Tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. 1987, after years of delay, Def Leppard's Hysteria album is released in the U.S.
The
Hell
drummer
yeah.
from Def Leppard has one arm.
It's
Only
great.
one arm.
One arm.
If you look at the Funko Pop, he too has one arm.
Really?
I want it so bad because of that. And then we have 2016, days after performing at Portland's Modus Center, Modest Mouse singer Isaac Brock causes a 5-vehicle accident when he fell asleep at the wheel and crashed into a pickup truck.
Which, you know, Modest Mouse music. Like, that's a huge.
All right. You're like, well,
Did
okay,
he pick up his teeth from the dashboard after hitting the pickup?
the world
Dude,
may
hurry,
never
drum
know.
roll, dude.
You know, Carlos, you said that. Hey,
Thank
Gunk,
you, thank
don't
you,
ever get in
thank
a car wreck. We don't want to have to find your teeth on the fucking highway.
Fuck you.
Speaking of,
All right, I got the top set. Who's got the bottom?
I got those. Mine.
Okay.
Only because somebody find them fast enough.
Right.
What else you got, baby?
Goblin run to him.
That was it. There wasn't a lot of other history that happened on this day.
The
All
third
right.
is a boring day.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It
It,
is. It
it really
really
do be.
It do
It's
be
mainly
like that.
it's mainly towards the end of the month when a lot of shit's going on.
we should
Yeah.
declare it Universal Boring Day.
Yeah. The third of every month is now
Yeah,
officially
you-
boring day.
Universal Ain't Shit Happening Day.
Yep.
It's on the calendar.
Ain't shit happening.
Ain't shit happening.
All right. Well, that was.
On this day in music history.
History.
And now we're going to go ahead and transition to our next one. Wait for it.
Did AJ die?
is Clutch's cover corner.
Clutch, buddy. So, would you like to
So-
tell our audience what you picked?
Actually, technically, I didn't pick this one. It was suggested to me, and I went with it.
Okay.
So originally was done by Dolly Parton, Jolene. It was, I'm just gonna run off who's all done it cover wise. The White Stripes. What is this one that you put in, Gnome? What is this?
Me first and the gimme gimmes.
Me
Nice.
first and the Gimme
Yeah.
Gimmes.
Love those guys.
Reba McEntire did a live cover of this. A band called Indiana. And then a solo artist by the name of Mindy Smith. And I listened to all these, and I'm just going to go and say the Dolly Parton one was my favorite, with
Okay.
the Me First and Gimme Gimmes in second place.
That's where mine is.
I will say the band Indiana was really, really good.
Mhm.
Put a different take on it. If the Reba one was a studio production, I think would have been up there. I just don't know if it was the quality of the live that I found of it was just made it not so good, but and then the Mindy Smith, it was a different take, and I didn't know how to feel about it. So that one I didn't rank at all.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go with Gunk, since you were the one that actually got time to listen to most of them.
Even though I haven't.
You son of a bitch! You said you were gonna do that.
I know, and I
You
completely
told
fucked
me
up.
you did.
No, I told you I haven't listened to them, but
Oh.
I know my top pick out of them. So I will say, first and foremost, Dolly always number one, because it's fucking Dolly Parton. But my second place is a tie, but I am gonna have to lean with the White Stripes.
Rose.
However, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes is right there.
Right there, right there.
Reba, right
How's
there
it feel to be
behind them.
wrong?
I don't know. You tell me. Slut. Nah.
There's a reason why I didn't say where the White Stripes was on my list.
Look, I enjoy the White Stripes. They do some good music. Jack White is a phenomenal guitarist. I love his work.
He's a phenomenal guitarist. I love Seven Nation Army. But yeah.
FGBCG. I don't know.
He just
That's probably right.
I don't mean to interrupt. Is it true he lives here in town? He has a house in town.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Next week's podcast is at Jack White's house,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
If only.
whether he wants it or not.
Whoa.
Let me get with Scorpion and I'll tell him to call him Jack White. You know, we'll fucking catch up with him.
Son of a bitch.
Daddy, what's your order?
This is probably gonna throw you all for a loop, but I really enjoyed the Indiana cover.
Eh?
They
Like
brought a different take to it. I liked it.
they did, and I really enjoyed it. Like listening to it in the car on my way home from work today. Like I got to hear like all of the bass with it and everything, and it sounded so fucking good. I couldn't even make it through the fucking White Stripes cover because Jack White just made it sound so damn whiny. So like some of the noises he was making, I'm just like,
Does that belong in this song?
like me listening to it was the exact same way that Gunk felt watching the Miley Cyrus cover of I Love Rock and Roll.
No.
That's how I felt.
Was it how we were feeling about Avenged Sevenfold?
All right, that's enough.
Oh my god.
Look.
Here we go again.
We have already. You guys have
Again.
already dogged the fuck out of that album. Let's
I will
leave
keep
it where it
doing it.
is. No. No.
But I
This is a
will
music
say
podcast, sir.
Indiana was my top, and also tied with Me First and the Gimme Gimmes because I always loved their fucking covers.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Hey yo, Gnome.
What?
What you think?
So I definitely the top three is Dolly, Me First, and I did like Indiana. I really enjoyed that version. It's like a lo-fi, bassy,
Yeah.
just vibe to it. I enjoyed it.
I did like the Mindy Smith cover. I did like that one as well.
It was different. Like,
Yeah.
It was.
I actually listened
Everyone
to it
does.
like 3 times in a row just to kind of gauge the feeling for it.
Still better than Jack White.
Oh my.
Oh, 100%.
Look,
How's it
we all have
feel?
different tastes in music, okay?
Oh, look, he's getting
Yeah.
salty now. Look at him go.
And you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
We're not
Hey,
going on that
this
fucking
is the-
tangent.
This is the first week of my Clutch's Quarter where I'm actually with more hosts than Gunk is.
Sure, I'll go get some table salt real quick for you.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh shit! Look what's sitting on my look what's sitting on my desk.
You goddamn motherfucker.
Like just happened to be sitting here.
Oh, yeah, convenient.
Like I
Yeah.
didn't see you walk off into your closet over there.
Yep. Oh,
What's
what is
so-
this? What do we have
Jesus
going on over
Christ.
here?
No, what's
An autograph
You
poster? What?
Motherfucker.
How did that happen?
Oh,
Swear to
how
God.
weird.
Oh yeah, weird.
it must have slipped. I
If
don't
that- if
I
that
don't know.
I don't know what happened, guys. I don't
That
Guess
know
shit
what
my
goes missing,
demons
don't
just
blame
popped
me.
over to Carlos
happened.
and
Yeah,
just hand him everything.
Yeah, just right there. Just happened to be there. Good time for it.
Like, if it
Well.
goes missing, it ain't my fault.
Okay.
Just saying.
Let's put this away then.
Yeah.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is Clutch's cover corners. We're going to play them out here.
This is Clutch's Cover Corner.
And we're going to transition.
Right.
Yeah, it's a fucking triangle, okay? Not
There's
a bell.
difference. There's a difference.
I will end
Yes.
someone
Please.
tonight.
You have to gain about 5 feet before you can.
Joke's on you. You don't need your ankles anymore, bitch.
You even reach that high?
With a step stool.
It must be a very big step stool.
It's a very, very large step stool.
Do, do,
It's
you,
actually the 28 footer on top of my van.
do you
That
want to
takes
borrow
him
those
10 years
heels
to
I was
climb.
wearing last night?
I
I said, do you want to borrow those heels I was wearing last night?
may have to. I may have to.
Buddy, are you vertically
Your short
challenged?
ass.
You know
For
that.
sure.
Poor little fella.
I
Little
was
guy.
hoping by this point AJ would be in the podcast, but he's offline. I've reached out to him. Hopefully he hops in. So I guess at this point it's time for
Did
our
he die in
top
the
three.
shower?
I hope not. So I guess it's time for our top three. So who chose the top three this week?
I think
made-
we collectively decided to say, hey, let's do top 3 musicians of each type, and then
Okay.
we never figured out who would go first.
So this week, I guess I'll go ahead and we're doing the top 3 bass players.
Why do you
Um,
get to go first?
Yeah,
I'm
bitch.
not going first.
Just
I'm
because your name's on the podcast.
I'm announcing what we're doing. But I'm going to pick who goes first. And it's going to be our guest, Carlos. I'm going to throw him on the spotlight.
Let me itch my nose real quick.
No.
No, miss it. That's the best part.
Oh God.
He'll go back
You
and see it on the
missed
video later.
Okay. So top bass players, we talked about this earlier. I'm gonna definitely go with Matt Freeman,
Okay.
number 1 spot. It's amazing bass player. You guys should take a listen. Number 2, this guy's not very. I don't think he's super technical. I just fucking love the way the guy plays. It's Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
That just
Hmm.
fucking rocks, man. Like no matter.
So there goes one of mine.
So effortless.
That was one of mine, too.
All right.
Yep.
And who's your third?
Okay, so third's gonna be super interesting because there's a band from the '90s called Ned's Atomic Dustbin, and they
Okay.
utilized 2 bass players.
Okay.
One of them was playing everything on the lower register, and the other guy was pretty much playing guitar and the bass, on doing harmonies.
What's it called?
Interesting.
Ned's Atomic Dustbin. It's a super good band. They're way underrated, by far underrated, and the sound is super unique. In fact, Tom DeLonge quotes him as one of his favorite bass players. The guy's name is which I wrote it down right here because I can remember. never remember. Alex Griffin.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex Griffin and Matt Cheslin. They both play. One plays low end, one guy plays the high end. It's an amazing sound.
I'm digging it already.
Very nice.
Yeah, super unique.
I'll have to check that out after the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's an album called Godfather. And that's where it really stands out.
I listened to that one.
Yeah,
That's what I'm listening to right now.
yeah.
I
Fucking
will
amazing.
check that out. So,
Yeah.
Carlos, who is going to go next? We kind of let the person who reads theirs, they pick the next person to go.
How about you? You go next.
Who's
Me?
you?
Yeah, you.
Then who?
Me?
Yes.
Where?
Oh, okay.
The one that gives the gum jobs. Hurry up and go.
Fuck you.
Let's let the host go.
Got that gummy yummy 3000.
So I've got 7 right here, but I'm just
Only
gonna
pick
read.
3.
I'm
Yeah,
only gonna
bitch.
read off my top 3, and then I'll save the rest for honorable mentions. Okay.
Bitch.
So I'm gonna start with Jerry Only from the Misfits,
Okay.
because
I knew
you
that
gotta love
coming.
the way Jerry plays, though.
Yeah. He's
Um,
a badass.
I'm gonna read my top 3. I don't think you guys would know any of them. Vic Victor from the Coffin Cats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Love
Psychobilly.
love the upright bass sound, and the
Yeah,
way he
yeah.
plays is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Have you heard Madsen?
Oh yes. Oh
Fuck. Anyways. Next.
yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
And then my third is Argyle Goolsby. He was in Blitz Kid, and he also has his own solo project.
Hmm.
And I really enjoy the way he plays. I've got 4 others, but I'm gonna hold those because I'm sure somebody's gonna say at least one of them.
Side note: what's with the ritualistic microphone sacrifice with your drum kit back there? Like there's a microphone in the middle of
Sacrifice.
Look, you don't look.
Sacrifice.
Okay, you want to know what happened? All right, that's what we did to get me out of being a singer. Is we have the microphone in the center that's being
Blood for the blood god. Blood for
yeah,
the blood god.
for the god, blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god. No.
Oh, I thought you were
Honestly.
fixing to make. I thought you were fixing to make fried rice. My bad.
Honestly, no, that's just how it's sitting because most of my kit is still in the car for tomorrow night's show. So
I just noticed that. I had to ask what's going on over there.
yeah, it's a sacrifice of the
Fucking
microphone.
squirrel.
All right, so Daddy, you go next. Oh boy.
Okay.
All right.
Geddy Lee. Fucking Rush.
Yep.
He's good.
He's
very good.
Yes. Justin Chancellor from Tool.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that
mhm,
one.
mhm.
Fuck.
Yep.
And then Shavo from System of a Down.
Damn.
Bravo, good
Okay.
choice.
It was on my list.
Bravo, good choice.
All right.
All right. So who's next, baby? She's thinking. She's thinking. She's thinking.
Well, you're tall enough. You go ahead.
Goddamn.
I always
this
win,
little
you
ride.
short son of a bitch. I don't have these in any specific order. So I'm just gonna name the 3 that I have on my list, minus the one
Okay.
that's been taken. Thank you.
Sorry.
First one on my list is Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
He was
love
on
what
my
he
list.
does.
Yep. He was on mine.
Really love what he does. The second one on my list is Tony Campos from Static X and Fear Factory.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
All of you.
Just great. just
Oh.
just great.
Just start doing
Oh,
caveman
fire.
noises.
Fire.
And then the third one I have on the list is I'm pretty sure his last name is pronounced it's Ryan Martin from Mudvayne.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
He did a YouTube like school for bass players and stuff, and he
No
got
shit.
real into it. And you just got to see him without the rest of the band just go
to town.
right into. Yeah, it was great.
Number one
and
song,
then
Dig.
I had,
Save your
Oh,
honorable
no.
mention.
I don't know about
Say-
that song being number one.
Oh, I know. It's just the bass line at the beginning is always fun. All right, so Gnome, you're the last one here,
You
buddy.
pulled the short straw. Oh wait, did I just
Yay!
say
That's
that?
that's normal. That's another day. Another day for me.
The short straw. Oh.
Fucking hate it here. No, my first one is Steve Harris from Iron
Oh,
Maiden.
fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Like if you haven't
Absolutely,
sat there
man.
and listened to the bass playing, he beats the fuck out of that instrument.
And he's got that clangy ass tone, and it's
Dude,
still
it's so
fucking
good.
rocks, man.
And he's keeping up with everyone.
Power slave. Power slave.
Yeah, dude, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Next one is Christopher Wolstenholme from Muse.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I forgot
Solid,
about him.
solid bass player.
Yep.
And then my third one is Troy Sanders from Mastodon.
Gotcha.
That motherfucker's screaming, and if you listen to those bass lines, he's following along with the guitars a lot of the time.
That's
So
awesome.
he's keeping up.
Yeah.
Check that out.
So
And my honorable
we have
mentions were already taken.
we have a comment here from Jackie Smith. Flea is definitely one of the best. Yes, he is. He's definitely one of the best.
Yeah,
out there.
that
He's
goes,
just-
without, goes without saying.
Yeah.
He's just fucking wild.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
love
Oh, yeah.
watching him fucking play. He just fucking crazy.
He
So I
screwed
think
over
it
Marty
goes-
Seen
McFly, though.
once live, and it was
Fucking hell.
great.
I think
like
it
the
goes
crack-
without
I-
saying. We can all agree that Les Claypool was the
Oh,
honorable
yeah.
mention amongst
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah. That's low hanging
Yeah.
fruit, though, man. Like,
Yeah.
We all know he's good.
I hate that. Les
Fucking
Claypool
hot.
was on my list. I just, like I said, didn't put any in order.
No,
Sure is
You
hot
bitch.
over here.
Motherfucker, I swear to God. I swear.
Dude,
I do
just
have
fanning myself, man.
I do have two honorable mentions I want to throw out real quick. Geezer Butler, Black Sabbath,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
he's good.
and Rex Brown from Pantera.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. Cancel. Alexa, cancel.
Pointing at it like he's gonna beat it.
Throw your fucking
Alexa,
teeth at it.
cancel. I have no idea why the fuck it just went off. But it started going on about Rex Brown, and I'm like, wait, no. And for those of you curious about the extra voice you were hearing between my microphone and Daddy's microphone, that is our roommate, Dylan, a.k.a. the Wandering Barbarian, who is currently beardless.
Wandering?
So,
Wandering for Dylan.
anyways,
activities.
but yeah, so Geezer Butler and Rex Brown are my honorable mentions. Everything else was already listed. So,
Rex Brown. Yeah. Who's he with?
Pantera.
Oh yeah. Right.
my honorable mentions. I don't know how nobody said these. Mark Hoppus from
Okay,
Blink 182.
Yeah,
fair.
fucking failed.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna fucking butcher his last name. Rob Flecci from Bowling for Soup.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then Mike Dirnt from Green Day.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt. Anyways.
You know how he got that name? They I saw they were interviewing him, and he said he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna play the bass, and that's what was the name stuck. Yeah, that's where the name stuck. So that's cool.
Do we have any other honorable mentions for this list?
Gene Simmons.
No.
Okay. No.
The look I got from
she
no.
finally got to
There's
it.
hundreds. There's hundreds of them out there.
There is.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's so many.
About to say, if that bitch started talking again, I'm gonna unplug her.
Put on your digital wife beater and beat the piss out of her.
I mean, if you want, I can go change it into a wife beater and then come in here and do it. All right. Well, that has been our top 3 for this week, so we're going to go ahead and transition to our next segment here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and transition.
I don't know.
We're going to go ahead and transition to our next segment, which we're going to go ahead and jump into our music news.
Oh, that's right, we do that, don't we?
Yeah, we do that. Looking back to make sure that we're still within the time frame of when these were sent. So the first one, the title of the article, this is from loudwire.com. The title of the article, let me pull it up here. Why Metalhead Survivor winner Mike Gabler donated his $1 million prize to charity. So, according to
Why?
this, let's see here. Apparently, he is a heart valve specialist who works with the U.S. Armed Forces veterans, is a big metalhead, and he revealed that in the conversation with another competitor. He only won $1 million to help out veterans. And so
Okay.
what he did is he took his winnings and donated it all to helping out veterans.
Fuck yeah.
That's really nice.
Wholesome.
Be like Mike.
All right.
Be like Mike.
I feel like that was a little sarcastic, Carlos. You're like, that was
That shit would have got my
nice.
bank account, paid some fucking bills off.
You're right.
Right?
Don't help my charity ass case.
All right. So our next article is probably going to be a bit touchy for some of our viewers. So if you have a problem
Let's
with it,
go.
I'm sorry.
Fucking send it.
So this is from loudwire.com. The title of the article is Falling in Reverse's Ronnie Radke is
Oh, there he
banned
is.
from TikTok over gender identity commentary. And he has joined us, but his name is still not changed. So I'm not sure.
This
how to
was my
approach
new
it.
name for the week.
No, that was last
That
week.
was last
All right,
week.
give me a second.
You change it. I'm going to keep reading this article, and then I'll announce you.
Go ahead, you little pussy fart.
Fuck you. Love you. Anyways,
No, it
so
doesn't. He tells that to every woman.
I'm sorry. What? No, I do not.
You fucking
No,
heard
hold
me.
on, hold on.
Lies.
Let me take this one. I'm sorry, what?
You fucking heard me.
She has a knife,
With all the
AJ.
dukes in your mouth.
No, she doesn't actually have a knife. Viewers, calm down.
She does.
Yes.
Don't let him lie to you. He's just trying to defend his wife.
All right. So according
He's a
to
good
this
cohort.
article, Falling in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke continues to be one of the more outspoken musicians on social media, but some of his recent commentary concerning gender identity has led to a ban on the TikTok social media site, while the singer also claims to have received a shadow ban from Twitter, or X as it is now called. July 25th, Radke tweeted, "Imagine getting your TikTok deleted or losing your job or alienated for saying that a trans woman can't have a period. You all have mothers and sisters and wives and girlfriends and know damn well the struggles of being a born woman and the pain of endometriosis, etc., and have the audacity to try and censor or silence or censor the reality bullshit." Damn.
Okay, really quick.
Oh, hold on. There, I gotta read this. Later that night, he retweeted, "I have officially changed my lyrics, and I'm not a vampire," from "I feel like a lady that is pregnant with a baby" to "I feel like a birthing person that is pregnant with a person who's been birthed. Please like me."
Oh my god.
That's pretty smart ass.
That's
I
fucking
fucking
great.
Fucking love Ronnie. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Daddy, what were you gonna say?
Oh, okay. So, working with somebody that is transitioning from male to female, there is such thing as having like the phantom cramps and shit,
Okay.
but it's not like full on,
Wait.
bleed for 5 days. But
Transferring from female to
male to female.
Anytime he cramps?
Do what?
She's having cramps, is what he's asking.
So
Yeah.
he's going from male to female, and he's having.
Yep.
Mhm.
How does he have menstrual cycles?
It's not so much actually having the cycle, but just having the feeling of it. So pretty much the hormones that they are given to take, it actually like kind of mocks
Okay.
actually
Weird.
like going through puberty and shit.
Because I could totally see it the other way around.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I could see that, but
Yeah.
anyways.
But yeah.
I digress. Let's continue.
But no, this whole fucking shit with what?
Real quick to my viewers, I'm sorry if it seems like something is out of sync with the audio and the video. I don't know what just happened, but I was watching it myself. And Daddy,
It
as
was on
you were
Discord.
talking,
It was Discord.
it was Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I've changed my name.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very alcoholic chocolate milk has just joined us. Okay.
Give me a second. I was sitting there. That's why I kept going.
You were trying to think of it.
Because I had good ones, and I was like, no, I've already used that word. I don't want to use it in like a fucking 1 month span. It was gonna be like it was like 12 supple bratwursts, and I was like, nah, that's not very fun. Well, I'll use supple with another word, like a supple
Gotcha.
bag of gummy worms or something.
So, real quick to go back. So I'm gonna skip over that next article. We'll probably touch on that. I may reshare it. And
Hold
we'll
on.
talk about it
Wait,
next week.
just clarify why I was late. I'm a lazy piece of shit. I actually got off work on time this time. I was at home by like 8:30. I made dinner. I played with my dogs for a second. That's why they're not out there in their kennels, passed the fuck out. And then I had to wash my hair, which takes like 45 fucking minutes.
Jesus. All right.
No, don't.
Luscious mane.
I must say,
I've
your
done
hair, your
it.
hair is supple.
Jesus Christ. It's so fucking
You know,
long.
I think I got aroused by that word.
Supple.
Like, I can't stop thinking about it now.
It's just
Oh
like
my God.
voluptuous. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all I can.
voluptuous, yes.
Every time I hear voluptuous, all I think of is a big set of fucking titties.
Okay. So this article from
Yes.
loudwire.com.
Steph, when did you join Tech Nine's crew?
Fucking
I mean,
cool,
I don't hate it. I dig it. It works really well.
dude,
So
like,
no, it looks dope as fuck.
yeah.
But seriously, how's Tech Nine in person?
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out November.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
All
All right.
Sorry. Go on.
So this next article. God damn it.
Come on, pull it together. God
This
damn
next
it.
article
I'm here for
from
5 minutes.
loudwire.com. The title is Morrissey Calls Response to Sinead O'Connor's Death Insultingly Stupid. So for those of you who didn't know, Sinead O'Connor did recently pass away. Apparently, there were a lot of music outlets and musicians paying their respects and everything. However, the Smiths' lead singer Morrissey took a different tack, writing in a blog post that the media coverage of O'Connor's death has been parroted vomit, according to Ultimate Classic Rock. So the reason he is saying this is because back in 1992, a lot of people know she destroyed a photo of Pope John Paul II during an SNL performance to shed light on abuse allegations. Because of that, there was a lot of public criticism and everything. And according to this, she was dropped by her label after selling 7 million albums for them.
That happened.
And
how
you know,
how the turns have tabled. No, now we all know the Catholic Church is fucked.
Right?
No, I mean,
so it's like he's saying you praise her only now because it's too late. You hadn't had the guts to support her when she was alive. It's.
I mean, makes a point.
I've
Yeah.
never been a fan of her music, but I supported what she said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Morrissey said that.
yeah.
Morrissey's
Yeah,
kind of a bitch, though,
he's
isn't he?
a douchebag, Mr.
Yeah, that's
Steven
what I thought.
Patrick Morrissey. He's fucking very talented, but he just likes attention. That's all there's to it.
I mean, you could be very talented. Look at
Anal.
Billy Corgan. He's really good, but he's a fucking dick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So I actually forgot to send the link that I was reading into the chat, going based off of the Sinead O'Connor. They actually released her cause of death. It was suicide.
Bam.
Wow.
Fuck.
What gauge?
I don't know how.
What gauge? What orifice?
Right.
I'm sorry.
But no,
Well, it's too soon.
Hashtag Kurt Cobain POV.
Dude.
but
Anyway, I got something to say
I'm
after that.
sorry.
Go on. I'm sorry, Steph.
she committed suicide because just I don't know what the time period was, but her son had committed suicide as well.
It was
Oh.
recently.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like a
So
year
it
or
was
two.
like
I
that
think is what it
happened.
was.
Yeah, that happened, and then unalive.
That was like that actor from Euphoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about that.
I
Like
don't know who that is, but
neither do I, but I'm always curious as to like when celebrities die, like what happened. And then it was, I believe he left like a suicide note or something behind. But there was information about it. His dad had just passed away like 2 or 3 months ago, and he just couldn't handle it.
see,
I'm
that
like-
was fucking blowing up all over my Facebook feed. Now I'm just sitting over here like,
I know when he came up,
what
I was
about
like,
Pee Wee?
I
Right.
know. Like I
Fucking
was
Pee Wee
really
Herman
so,
died
so-
first.
I was in Arkansas that day during the meeting when I read that. It's like Paul Rubens died. Me and Ruth are just talking about Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
I was really upset. Like I looked up some stuff too. Like people were trying. Like there was a case going on about him. People trying to peg him as a pedophile, and he came out and he was like, "No, that's what freaks and shit do." He's like, "I've been in trouble, but mine was in an adult place."
Yep.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "Oh, he's jerking off in a
movie.
movie theater." I'm like, "He was jerking off in an adult movie theater." You know what
Mhm.
adult means? It means there's
How dare
titties on
he.
the screen constantly.
So our next article here, the title says Nikki Sixx says Motley Crue
I
don't
don't
give
even
a
care.
fuck like we can't already tell.
As
This
soon
is
as I
from
heard Nikki Sixx, I was like, I
metalsucks.net.
don't even care.
Let's see here. I feel he's quoted saying, "I feel like our middle finger is about to go higher. I think we're kind of in the we don't give a fuck phase of our career."
You guys better take your
80.
fucking arthritis medication before you
Yep.
fucking lift that finger any higher.
Be a shame if those
Mhm.
backing tracks disappeared.
Oh yeah, what a shame. Hey
Mhm.
hackers, get onto it.
Yeah, please, for the love of God, please
Anonymous,
stop them.
Anonymous, get in there.
Please
Oh
stop
my
them.
goodness. All right. Next is I
Meshuggah's
wonder
Chaos
who
Sphere to be
shared
remastered.
this.
Meshuggah's Chaos Sphere being remastered.
So
I
Meshuggah's
saw
Chaos
that.
Sphere to be remastered for the 25th anniversary. This is on metalsucks.net.
Fucking love metal sucks.
Right.
The Swedish extreme metal band dropped a celebratory remaster of their classic album Obscen for its 15th anniversary,
Yeah,
with each
such
song
a good
getting another
remaster.
pass in the studio and crisper version of the 2008 album. So they're going to be releasing a 25th anniversary of Chaos Sphere that will also get the remaster treatment.
Fucking
I'm
right it will, and then a
so
US tour.
I'm so excited for a remastered New Millennium Cyanide Christ.
You guys shared that twice. I hope you guys know.
Yes, we did.
Who?
It's
What,
that
the
important.
Meshuggah thing?
Yeah.
It's almost as
Good.
important as Death Clock.
Death Clock.
There it
fuck's
is.
sake. There we go. All right, last article I'm going to pull up here from metalinjection.net. Action figures for the original Misfits are coming.
They're
What?
beefy.
Don't you have one
So-
sitting next to your wall?
You remember, like, okay, if any of you guys
So
remember
not like
back in the
that
day,
one,
like, in
but-
the,
Yeah, cool.
like, early 2000s, late 90s, like, when they had the super, like, over-buffed versions of
like-
all the pro
like-
wrestler action
Yeah.
figures?
It looks like
I had
He-Man
That's
a
what
figures.
shit
says.
ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Yeah, the fucking He-Man action figures where they're just like, it looks like they were like, oh yeah, he's totally pumped up. I hit him with steroids and put him on a fucking air compressor.
All squatty as fuck.
Yeah, dude's like neck's halfway down in their chest.
I'm looking at these action
is-
figures just from the
It's a good look. It's a good
post,
look.
and I don't see necks.
Yep.
Are you sure they're not George Fisher figures?
They're all like,
I have no idea. All right, so that is our music news for the evening. We're going to go ahead and transition here. So here we go.
Don't say that about George Fisher. That man's got a neck. It's
He
just
does have a neck.
beefy.
It's massive.
He's just that mother.
Hell,
Here
George
we go.
Fisher. Like a higher powers gift to this world.
That's
He's
true.
metal as fuck, but he's the sweetest man you'll ever
we
meet.
don't deserve him.
Oh,
It's-
Cannibal Corpse guy.
Listen, it's
Right?
not his fault. He's got a neck like a fucking honey ham.
Listen,
All right.
we don't deserve him at all. We don't deserve that man. He's
Yeah, he's a nice-
godsend.
Super nice guy, man. Cool
Dude,
dude.
he's
Yeah.
motherfucker. His hobby is fucking going and playing claw machines in every town he goes to, and then donating them, donating all the
most-
toys he wins.
Most wholesome
That's
motherfucker out there.
Dude,
So
And then he sings about
Man.
coming blood.
yeah.
that's hot. All right. So what we're gonna do now that he is here, is we're gonna go into
Fuck my ass.
it is time for AJ's Slap Happy Corner.
I don't know if you guys can tell, like my eyes. Cat, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, put your glasses on and you can see.
well,
No, like
the cat's in the window.
no,
Maybe.
that's Nugget. He's a fat piece of shit. I'm talking about my fat piece of shit, baby.
Oh.
She just like sauntering by, doing nothing. Then she goes in the hallway, and all I hear is meow. What the fuck? Dude, she does this shit all the time. It's like, all right, baby, I'm going to bed. Love you, kitty cat. And I give her a pet, and then I hear of her little bell on her fucking collar, and then in the corner, wow.
Do you have a cat or a mini cow?
She sounds like she smokes 3 packs a day, so I don't know. I might have some fucking Belgian woman.
That's a very hairy woman, apparently.
Italian, maybe?
That sounds about. Let's just like wait. Hold on.
No, if you guys can't tell, I'm super fucking tired. It's been really fucking hot lately. So
Yep.
I'm going to complain about that a little bit. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. Almost everyone in here knows I fucking love the summer. It's my favorite time of year. I get to wear shorts. I get to
Fuck
fucking
you.
stand out in the sun. Clutch, shut the hell up.
No.
But I love the summer. I do. But I hate the end of summer. We are
That's
creeping
when
up
it's
on
the
the end of
worst.
summer. I had 2 houses. I had 2 jobs I had to do today. And it took me 13 hours to do them because it was so fucking hot. I almost threw up 3 times. I stopped sweating 6 times.
That's,
And I couldn't fucking breathe the whole fucking
dehydration.
time. Like,
Yeah, I about fell out yesterday.
yeah, dude. I almost did today, early this morning. It was like 1, it was probably about 1 o'clock. So early in my day, I should say. It was about
Yeah.
1 o'clock. And I go into the house and I set down this box of grills, and all of a sudden I see stars, and I lean forward and just like lay across the countertop. And I'm like, I did not put myself here. My body voluntarily went forward. This is not okay. So I'm
Oh
sitting there.
jeez.
Oh, are you, Caleb?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude on camera.
Do it on stream.
No,
Pussy.
sir. I have
What's
to clean
happening?
them.
Now what?
Oh,
People pay good money for that.
I'm gonna go fix my
OnlyFans?
teeth.
So,
Keep talking.
This is a perfect
Kitty.
time. This is a perfect
Kitty.
time to announce our Patreon, where you're gonna get to see nothing but Caleb cleaning his teeth.
Why are you so mouthy, bitch?
You also might get a gum job every once in a while.
A gummy.
But so yeah, I'm gonna stress it again, 3rd week in a row. Motherfuckers, drink your goddamn water and put the fucking soda down. Get sugar-free everything during the hottest time of the year. Now, I mean, if it's like 80 or 90 outside, yeah, it's fucking hot. You can sneak a soda every now and again. Once it starts pushing 100 or higher, leave the fucking soda alone. I know a lot of people. Look, I took it down 3 Sprites when I got home. I don't want to hear it. Like, I see you chugging your
So
Sprite.
tasty.
Sprite is the best fucking soda ever made.
it's
Anyway.
just so spicy.
Not just soda, though. Watch out for that caffeine, too. It'll still fuck you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, caffeine will fuck you up. See, I've had the unfortunate thing of it's so hot that I'm really fucking tired. So when I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, I still feel like I haven't gotten enough sleep because my body didn't have time to replenish everything. So I've been getting like sugar-free energy drinks. So I just have that little bit of caffeine to like wake me up, like, you know, snap me into reality and be like, okay, let's go. But then halfway through the day, I have a problem. The reason I stopped drinking so much caffeine and soda is because right through here, my upper abdominal area cramps up when I do it. But it's either I drink that energy drink in the morning just to wake myself up and get going and suffer through the pain later through the day, or I am dog shit all day.
You need to look into it's called Liquid IV. It's like
I
water.
fucking love those things.
Yes.
But the problem is I can't spend money on getting a giant bulk order of them because I just got my ticket for my Jeep repair. It is a nice crisp $917.
God damn.
I had holes in the radiator. Don't know how the
That's
fuck I got
weird.
holes in my radiator, but
That's
they got
close to what I spent at Spare Halloween.
What?
Wow.
That's about how much I spend on Destiny merch every time I get on their fucking website. Also, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm not gonna.
Time?
I'm not. Fuck them.
Okay. He is salty. He did not get sponsored.
And he knocked his mic off.
Look, that's how pissed I am at Pellegrino. My fucking mic went flaccid.
That reminds me of last night. The time that Gnome finds a band is the time that AJ gets sponsored by Pellegrino.
Oh yeah. No, his mic moved, and I thought you were talking about fucking last night when fucking gunk's palm on his fucking kick kept swiveling away from him.
Listen,
Tom.
I need to figure that out. Honestly, I need to just. I
Duct
may.
tape.
But no, to touch on what you're talking
I
about,
heard
AJ,
this
like
silence. I knew you guys were waiting on me to do something, but my hair's down today, and it's already kind of knotted up right here in my headphone. So I'm not gonna risk it anymore. Look at that. That's fucking weird.
Ooh. Yeah, the microphone does different things. Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not supposed to do this though.
Oh, you just got to tighten it down.
I'll fucking tighten you down, you fucking piece of shit.
Don't tease me.
Hey, Gunk. I think you need to do the same thing with your drum set there, sir.
Hold on, tighten it down.
Blood for the blood god.
I think that was the funniest thing about last night was the second or third time that it happened. In between the songs, he just was like, "Fuck yeah!" Me and Gnome are just looking at each other like he is not happy with his kit right now.
No.
There it is.
Oh, yep, we can hear you. No, but touching on what you're talking about, drinking stuff, like I have gotten to where I drink mostly either water or sugar-free Gatorade, which I've been finding that the white cherry.
That was a very cartoony burp.
Like, yeah, the zero sugar, and also if you just get Mio.
Mio, you got to be careful with Mio. Some of it has
watch yourself,
caffeine.
Yeah, like watch stuff on it. Don't drench your water with fucking Mio.
Propel electrolyte packets.
Those are good too, but like Clutch said a little bit ago, like straight up, get Liquid IV. It's kind of pricey, but it's like the hydration it gives you is like if you put it in one bottle of water, you're basically drinking 3.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Now, I'll tell you, if you put it in there and like shake it up and then just chug the whole motherfucker, because the flavors are very good too. I had a fruit punch one. I put one whole packet in like 64 ounces of water because I was like, I'll just sip this thing. And like, man, it tasted really fucking good. It was fruit punch. Wasn't bad. But goddamn, put one in a bottle of water, shake it up, chug the bastard. You're gonna piss for like 30 minutes. Terrible.
Usually on a hot day, I'll drink me a shot of Jägermeister with mayo in it.
With
mayo? One scoop of mayo. Yeah. That helps.
All right, guys, it's been
Typical base player
right for me.
behavior.
I'm out of here.
Oh fuck!
He really said, I'm out.
That's where you draw the line.
It works. Oh shit! He's back.
Mayo and Jaeger.
Yeah.
Also, to my newest hopeful sponsor, I'm gonna contact you very soon.
Oh, the other night I found they're starting to do teas.
Liquid
Dude.
Death is?
Yeah, so they got one called the Grim Leafer,
Huh.
and then something Rest in Peach, or Rest in Peaches,
Okay.
and there's a third one I didn't see what it was, but the Grim Leafer and the Rest in Peaches are solid teas.
Good.
Have you
fun
had
fact.
them?
Yeah, I had them. They're
Where
good.
they at?
Quick Trip.
What?
You gotta look in the tea section.
It's what I'm doing in the fucking morning. I've tried every single fucking beverage they put out. Sponsor me.
Liquid
One of
Death,
those
sponsor
booster
AJ. Otherwise, he's going to start drinking a very alcoholic chocolate milk, and it's
The
just not
only
going to be a
thing
good
I ever
time.
ask, and trust me, you don't want to know how it became alcoholic. I put no liquor in there. I don't know how chocolate milk became cottage cheese and then went back to liquid.
Oh,
All
Yeah,
right.
you gotta drink it warm. Yeah.
What else you
Yeah,
got for
no,
us?
like just I don't really have a lot to rant about this week or any of the past weeks because the heat has just been melting my brain out my fucking
Mhm.
ears. So, again, third week in a row, drink your fucking water, assholes.
Fine, I'm drinking it, okay?
Supposed to
Good.
be in the 80s and 90s next week.
Oh, sweet.
We got a cold.
Sweet.
Cross our
man.
fingers on that one.
Oh,
Hoping.
okay.
Did you see the
Open.
fucking rain forecast and it's all around like just a
That's
circle
fucked.
around Oklahoma? Even like the weather guy shared it and he put oof as the fucking caption on it. I was like,
damn.
what,
we
dude?
were at the show last night, and they had a TV with the fucking news on it, and they were like, for today, 105. I was like, I looked at Gnome and I was like, we're gonna die tomorrow. And then I looked at both Daddi. I think Gunk was already on stage. I looked at Daddi. I was like, if we don't show up tomorrow night, we died. There's gonna be a puddle of Gnome somewhere that's already evaporated. And you can just see a fucking puddle of me deciding to just condense into nothingness.
And I'm over here. All you see is a fucking leathery skinned land seal. Who put a toupee on that dog? Yeah, the fucking elephant knees.
Oh my goodness. Well, is that the end of the slap happy corner? Are we going to transition now? 1 second.
Oh shit, that stuff's so
Product
fucking good. Yeah, I think that's good.
All right, here we go.
Bitch.
And here we go. All right.
I'm so
Oh.
miserable.
So before we get into the next segment, AJ, I'm going to give you a chance because we already did the top three. What were your top three picks for a bass player?
Listen, man, I think I got sunburn on my back through my shirt.
It's impressive.
That is impressive.
That doesn't surprise me.
The sun has just been right. Both of my ACs were on the side of the house. It gets continuous sun.
Oh,
which
dude.
pisses me off because the
I got-
number one rule I learned when in HVAC school was when plotting out a blueprint, don't put your AC where it's going to be under constant sunlight.
Yep.
But does it seem like anytime you're at a job site, it's always in the sun, no matter what time of day it is?
Yes, and then in the wintertime, it's always in the shade.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this is the one time I want to be in the sun. Like, and so if you drive past one of my job sites and you see me out there, you're gonna see like a box stacked on a box with like a fucking box for a return grill opened up like as wide as possible and laid over the top like a canopy.
He's got a box for it at the side of the house.
You should see it. Like as soon as I see rain, You'll see me cutting up boxes and building like a whole canopy around me just so I can finish an AC. Fun fact, you're not supposed to set ACs in the rain because the only thing that can go in there is nothing but refrigerant and oil.
Good to know.
Everything
Oil.
else is called a non-condensable.
So, do you have a top
A
three?
little bit of stuff.
The more you know.
But hold on. I had his name. I forgot it. I gotta look him up. Victor Wooden. That's one of mine.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Love Victor
Amazing.
Wooden. He's so fucking good. Man is so fucking versatile. Like, he's just like, oh, I want to write a country song. They write a country song, and it's amazing. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? You're a funk musician, and you just slapped out some like yeehaw sounding shit.
Yeehaw.
Can we take a minute to say that fucking burp was a roar?
Yeah,
was.
it just kind of rolled out of there as I was talking. I ricked the whole thing.
Unannounced.
Hold on.
No, stop that, Gnome.
No.
Stop.
Go back and get some water.
Okay.
What is Gnome doing?
Need water.
Bitch.
I'm confused, but okay.
Oh God.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
God damn it! Who was my other one? I had another one. Oh, Geddy Lee from Rush.
Said it.
That's two. For
You did?
Daddy already
Oh,
said it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick a different one.
All right.
Well, Brian Beller. He's a bass player for Death Clock.
Of
I
course.
fucking knew it.
Like, sure, Death Clock's bass lines aren't that complicated, but the really good ones that he puts out are clean. They're super good. I love them.
Excuse me.
I don't care if it's him or Murderface, whichever.
Did you guys ever see that episode of what's that Metalopolis where they wanted the lowest possible bass, so they stuck the bass player in this fucking enclosure made out of glass, and they let him all the way down to the Marianas Trench.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So you get the lowest low and fucking stupid. And their fucking studio the guys are like, nah, sounds like shit. Pretty funny. That's some seriously low end.
Trying to think who my other favorite bass player would be. I know who.
Looking it up.
Oh, hold on, no. Is that a Step Brothers cup?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not looking it up. I'm trying to see if I can find one of his videos so I can send it to you guys. That's gonna take a minute to find like one of him just slapping the crap out of that bass. It's a local boy. He was originally in the band Caliber, and now he is in a mixtape Catastrophe. His name's Daniel Shields. That motherfucker's a good bass player. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think I'm friends with him on
Yeah.
Facebook.
You probably are.
are.
He's a super friendly, lovable guy. Super nice dude.
Gotta love it.
Also, I'm gonna throw my bass player in there because Squirt is really good.
Yeah,
Squirt is a fantastic bass player.
we've both worked with him. Yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Love you,
See you on Saturday.
All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into the segment that we're going to now, which is our tip segment. This is where we give tips for music, gear, and shows. But as always, we cannot remember what is the first tip.
Don't suck.
Don't suck.
Don't suck.
That means as a musician or as a person.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and give the floor to Carlos here. Carlos, do you have any tips for our viewers, both live on Facebook and later on YouTube, whether it be about music, writing, music itself, gear, or shows?
Oh god, that is fucking complex. I mean, sure. And some bass gear, I guess. So, one of these things with these bass guitars is these fucking strings get all muddied up real quick. And I seen this fucking guy on YouTube where he had these old dead sounding strings, and all he did is untune the shit, and literally did this about 10 times. Fucking tunes it back up. They sound like brand new strings.
No
No
shit.
shit.
Yeah, I do it all the time now.
Okay, you two.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was
yeah,
it?
yeah,
I said it first.
yeah. You just all you do is loosen up your
Yeah.
when they go dead. You loosen it up and you just pop the shit out of them, and all the dirt gets out from the wind, and you tune back up, and it's like brand new bass strings. Then
Huh.
doesn't fail. So
I'll have to tell that to Squirt.
Fancy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it works. It works. It'll get you out of a pinch if your strings go dead. That's do it about slap it about 10 times. All
I'll
the
have to
gunk
let
comes out
Riley
of it.
know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool tip. That's one. Fuck. Music writing tip. I mean, not.
It's honestly up
Just
to
keep.
you. If you have any
Well,
specific things that
yeah.
you
So
would throw out.
usually what I do to come up with a new song is I'll get on YouTube and I'll put a 120 beat per minute drum beat, and I'm
Okay.
usually churning down 2 or 3 songs, just just randomly playing shit to whatever that beat is. So I highly
Oh, yeah.
recommend that. It just works. It's just kind of fun when you get in that
Yeah.
that block, writer's block, whatever.
No, I feel that,
Really
dude.
good
Like
idea.
Yeah.
here recently, I've been really wanting to write new lyrics and stuff because we, as a band, had a discussion the other day. So, fun fact, gonna let everybody who listens to the podcast and everybody in the podcast know, every song that you've ever heard my band play live, if you've seen us live, is well, except for the covers. Well, maybe one of the covers might make it. Are all going to be recorded and put out as a single. At the end of it, we're going to compile them all into an album that'll be that way on all of our streaming platforms. So that way we can better gauge, like, people really like Betrayal of the Heart over everything. Maybe we should start prioritizing that and putting that on like promotional things, or yada, yada, yada. Or say Glass House comes out and it just shoots to the top of our like favorited songs by people. So we're going to condense them all down into an album the way we would want our first album to be. So that way we can see the selections that people are actually making. But that being said, after that, I think we're going to go quiet for a little while because we were talking about writing an entirely new set list.
Okay.
So that's 8 to 10 songs. And
Nice. Y'all
the
on the way.
fun part about that is we've talked about all of those songs becoming our second album. And we're only going to play 2 or 3 of them live. So that way when we release the album, it's like fucking 6 to 9 songs people like no one's ever heard until that day.
Gotcha.
So we decided to do that, have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, but no, I've been really wanting to write music a lot lately too.
Yeah.
Writer's block is a bitch.
It fucking sucks, man. It'll bum you out, make you not want to even touch your guitar or whatever it is you do. But
Yeah.
I figure if you got a beat you like, just let that shit play in the background and jam to it.
Yeah,
You
like
know something new. Pretty cool.
I've
Or
recently been thinking
even-
of.
Huh?
Oh, go on.
I was just going to jump on that as a drummer. I do something similar, but I go on and I find, and I do a variety. So I'll do blues, I'll do some jazz,
I do the same
rock,
shit, man.
metal, and I'll find just strictly backing tracks. So it's just guitar and
Yep,
bass,
yep.
and it's like you just have a click that starts it, and then there's no click, no drums. You just need to keep the tempo.
Jam along.
I've done that to help myself get a little bit better with doing fills on the drums because I wasn't always the biggest on doing fills, but with the group I'm in now, it's like, please
Yeah,
do
some more
fills,
fill.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
it'll get you out of your rut too. Like
Mhm.
that same whatever you do that you do too much, it'll help you get out of that shit. So
Yeah,
Keep you out of
See-
just the pocket, as they call it.
yep.
because I also play guitar a little bit too. So a little bit, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Lil.
I've recently been thinking about picking up a 7-string guitar, like a cheap one. Like I don't need anything fancy. I'm not gonna play it live, since I'm a vocalist now.
That
I
one
don't.
was $150.
Yeah, that's the same one I was looking at.
Yeah.
But man, Ibanez still makes a 7-string Ibanez Iceman. I really want it, but it's like $600.
That's how I felt
Ooh.
looking at the fucking
And if that
Schecter.
happens, if I buy that $600 guitar, $600 to $800, if I buy that guitar, we better write a goddamn instrumental or something where I can pull that fucker up on stage and play it, because I'm not getting it just to sit there and go, I kind of have a guitar riff in my head.
Just to go over it. That's pretty.
But like, I have like 8 or 9 songs written, but nothing to go to them. And here recently, like Gunk, you remember how it went? Like, I would have a guitar riff in my head, and if it wasn't a very catchy one, I would forget it by the next day and be like,
yep,
"Oh,
yep, that shit happens too, man.
Okay, let's be
Nah.
real. You did that with even the catchy ones. You'd forget them. And I'm like, AJ,
But then I you know,
come on.
the 12 pack in, and I remembered it.
Yeah, I mean, but
As I'm
we
sitting there
shouldn't have
writing,
had to-
responsibilities suck.
We shouldn't have had to go with the alcohol route, though.
Hey, I got one more for the gear.
Mhm.
This is Ian.
You mother, don't you do it.
No. So I'm gonna really rub this shit in now. My freaking brother called me about a month ago. He collects antiques,
Mhm.
and you should know where this is going. He thought, hey, check this shit out. He goes, I picked this up out of an old fucking junkyard, and what the fuck is this thing? Fucking 65 Fender Princeton.
Oh.
It's sitting right here.
Nice.
It's sitting right there. I'm fixing it up for him. It's
Oh.
it's going for 2,500 right now.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I hooked it up and fucking powered up. It was just super dirty.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's all like, "Yo, you know what this is?" It's like, yeah, it's about potentially $5,000.
Dude.
That's what that shit is.
Fuck.
He picked it up at some junkyard.
No shit.
Fucking
Fender
A.
Princeton, man.
I'm
Like,
gonna go start cruising junkyards now and hope for the best. Shit.
so now I got like fucking 4 people trying to buy it off me, man. Like,
Fuck, I mean, shit.
yeah, so
Got the money for. I'm just throw my bid in there too.
fuck. Yeah, I'm just cleaning it up. It works. It's all good. So yeah,
That's dope.
yep, that's a cool little surprise.
But I actually, I have one more little tip to add on. I actually have a tip this time. So,
wow.
I bet you have.
even if you're like
Hmm.
in my position, like I'm the lead singer of the band, right? If you know that you can, play a little bass, play a little guitar, play some drums, whatever. If you have an idea coming up in your head, like your band members are supposed to be your guys or girls or both, your family, your bros.
Gross.
Quack. Don't be afraid to go to them and be like, "Hey man, can I see the guitar real quick? I had this riff going through my head," and show it to them, because you never know, it could be your next song. Like, I've got 2 of them that I showed Chris, and he wrote entire guitar parts around them. Like, there's one I came up with a tap section when I was 12 years old on a guitar, and I loved it. I thought it was super cool, and I showed it to him, and he like uses my original tap section along with the second part, and then does like a whole different tap along with it. And he's like, "Yeah, I even wrote like a backing guitar track for it," and he showed it to me. I was like, "Holy shit, this is more beautiful than I ever thought I could make it."
That's fucking cool.
And like,
if you-
as a tip, if you have an idea for a guitar part or something, don't be afraid to pitch it to your guys. So what's the worst thing that happens? I can't play that.
It's garbage.
Okay, well, that's an idea. Or, I don't really know. Tell them to take it and have fun with it. There's a concept. There's an idea. They
If
have
you
like a
can.
whole 5-minute song that I recorded playing a guitar part to. And it sounds really cool. But it doesn't sound like us. It sounds like some kind of weird off-brand metal band.
Then there's that.
Yeah, and
Well,
they
and
have
if
it.
you can't play, fucking use your face hole.
Yeah.
Like the amount of
Be
times
like,
of, exactly.
wow.
Like the amount of times working with Caleb or Scotty, suggesting something, this fucking helped. I can't play drums for shit.
Yeah.
It helps in all sorts of different ways. I just got myself there.
All right. Do we have any other tips for our viewers / listeners / whatever?
Don't be afraid to experiment with your music.
Or
Thank
your
you for
bandmates.
clarifying that on the end.
Or your bandmates.
Okay, there it
Write
went.
shit down.
Yes.
Record
Yeah.
shit too. Like if,
It
even
was-
if you're not recording.
Fuck off, Clutch. I know that was a double entendre.
That video I sent is the bass player from the local bands I was talking about. This is the shit he does when he's not in his bands.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
It's
ladies and gentlemen,
really
we're going to go
good.
ahead and transition into our final segment here. So here we go. All right, we're back with Uncle Ted and the Willy Wackers here. So, speaking of which, very alcoholic chocolate milk. You are the one who created this very last segment here.
Holy shit, we're doing it.
We haven't done it in
Finally.
We're doing
so
it.
long.
What are we doing?
It is time for our fun-filled segment at the end, and I am going to let him discuss.
We need to
describe.
We
it.
need to record a sound clip for this shit so I remember
yeah.
stuff. I gotta get my like fucking
This is
game
Clutch's
show
first
now.
time.
Oh
It
my
is.
god, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what the fuck we're doing here.
So, Carlos, since you're the guest here,
Uh-huh.
you got two choices.
All right.
Don't worry, this is nothing bad. You're not gonna have to get up and like, shove a cucumber up your ass or something and see how far you can shoot it.
Damn it.
I mean, unless you want to, that's on you.
I'm going to go put the cucumbers back. I'll be right back.
But so the last section that we haven't got to do in a long time, so I'm like, oh god, do I even remember how any of this shit works? We have two games.
Yep.
Okay.
So one of them is called Cover Band,
Mhm.
and the other one is called Crossing Streams.
I do like to cross stream
You want to go with that one?
with my brothers.
Oh, whoa.
What? Oh, shit, I was thinking out loud. Sorry. Let's do cross stream. Let's
All right.
It still remains undefeated.
It
So
does.
So the rules to Crossing Streams, very simple. This is a game where you can be super serious or super funny. So what you do is you take a band. For instance, because we were talking about bass players today, we'll say Primus.
Mhm.
And you pick one of the members of Primus. So I'd pick Les Claypool, right?
Mhm.
Bass player. You can do both. You can be like, I don't want him to play bass. I just want his vocals. Okay. So then you'll take another band. We'll say like, fucking Alan Jackson's band. And I'm going to take their bass player and I'm going to swap their positions.
Okay.
So now Les Claypool is playing bass for Alan Jackson. And the bass player
Okay.
for Alan Jackson is playing in Primus now.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it's a fun little game where you come up with weird combinations and you're like, that might actually be kind of cool, or that's stupid as fuck. Why would you do that?
I see. I see the concept here.
Yeah, so you can
So-
take any member from any
Okay.
band that you pick, and then you just swap them with another band member of the same instrument type,
Yeah.
position in the band.
Okay.
Bassist gets swapped with another bassist. Singer swapped with another singer.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna take Aaron Carter. We know Aaron Carter?
Yeah.
And we're gonna switch him out with a guy from Cannibal Corpse we were just talking about. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That is gonna be a weird night in that dive bar.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I'd be very interested to see that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Dead or Alive too. So I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
All
that
right.
worked out.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
no. I'm
that's
thinking.
an interesting one.
That's my cross stream there.
Who's got one?
I do. I've been
Okay.
sitting on it all night.
Let's hear it.
Okay. What do you got?
Since
It's a
since, you know,
cucumber.
Boom.
since tonight's been about bass players, I'm gonna take Shavo from
Oh.
System of a Down,
Okay.
Oh,
and
no.
I want to swap him with Geddy Lee.
I actually think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be cool.
Oh.
It'd be interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Huh.
It might be kind of fun because, like, in Rush, Geddy Lee would still be singing technically,
Yep.
but it's just
But
like
you'd have-
Chavo doing his like chunky ass fucking system riffs, while Geddy just gets to focus on the fucking synthesizer. It'd be kind of cool. I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Makes your gears turn on that one.
Yeah.
You're
Could you
welcome.
imagine? Could you imagine Geddy Lee like putting down some like spacey sounding like bass riffs in fucking System of a Down? That would be cool as fuck. I'd go to that. I would go to that in a heartbeat. One, just because of System of a Down. Two, that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking of this now. Since this is the first time of me hearing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have all the AI bullshit. What if there was an AI to do that flip?
There probably could
is.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If
Well,
it isn't
I don't know if
already.
it would do a bass flip. I know vocally they can do shit like that.
for
I
sure.
don't think
They
they can
would
do
lose on that.
instruments yet.
Nope. it's
Because
looking
that's a
good up.
lot of like different techniques going into that, and a lot of people play kind of the same too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find somebody on TikTok that does shit like that. They'll take, what if so and so was playing for so and so. A
Yeah.
lot of people do that on TikTok just to fuck around.
Yeah. There's one guy who does that, and he does a damn good job at it.
Yeah.
And they're really fun to watch those videos. All right, who's next?
I got one.
All right.
So we'll swap Ronnie Radke with Elton John.
How
Ooh.
interesting. I'm not mad
So-
at it.
Right? You got Ronnie screaming out Yellow Brick Road and shit.
I'm not mad at it at all. I was like,
No?
I was trying to think of how this could go wrong, and I'm like,
Okay,
think
but
it
hold
could.
on.
Probably in the
Hold
flow.
on. What version of Rodney?
Ooh.
have to be modern day.
Circa.
Have to be if you want it to be a
Could
good
it?
show.
Could it?
Modern day could pull it off 100%. Old Ronnie, probably
Before
not so
he
much.
found proper
Wait,
pronunciation.
he could though.
But we're also forgetting what about the
Mispronunciation of
other
Elton John songs?
what about the other end of the spectrum down that end though? What Elton John with falling in
it's-
I
reverse?
feel like
it's
falling
Sir
in
Elton John. He
reverse.
does whatever he wants.
I feel like falling in
Yeah.
reverse would have so much
Yeah.
respect if Elton John came up there that they'd be like,
Cool.
"What do you want to do?" He'd just bust out a piano, and they're like,
Cool.
"Bet."
Let's go.
All right.
Improv.
Let's see. Clutch, what about you?
I'm gonna stick to what our top 3 was, and I'm gonna swap a couple bases. I'm
Okay.
actually gonna use 2 off my top 3 that I said. I'm gonna swap Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers
Okay.
with Ryan Martin of Mudvayne.
Ooh.
Mudvayne with a little more of a
Ooh.
funky
Yeah,
bass.
I was gonna say funky ass,
Yeah.
some funky new metal.
No, I think that could work out really well
Yeah.
because they both have a very unique slap style.
Yeah.
I feel like it could work out really well. It would be a lot of heavy bass in Red Hot Chili Peppers, but
Oh, 100%.
Flea already plays very heavy-handedly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would just be heavier tone-wise. I think it would be really good. And then Flea, like, just funking it up over in fucking Mudvayne, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah.
AJ, you want to go or you want me to?
What? Whenever
You
y'all
go
get a
ahead.
chance
I
after
got
the
one,
podcast,
but I'm
check out
trying
that
to
link.
figure out who I want to swap him with.
What was that, Gnome?
After the
Gnome.
podcast, check out that link that I just posted in
Gnome.
general.
All right, this is just a stupid one. It's funny. Take Animal from the Muppets
All right.
and swap him with Death Clock's drummer.
Pickles.
There you go.
Yo, no.
I see no problem here.
Yeah, no,
The
it works.
Muppets band would definitely be more interesting at that point.
It'd definitely be strung out at the end of it too. Oh crap,
Nice.
man! I've been
Very
like,
nice.
I've been smoking medical marijuana since I was like 11.
Stick the scalpel.
That's still my favorite thing. My roommate sometimes when she's like, when she's been drinking and she gets frustrated, drops something, she does that. She goes, "Don't crip,"
Oh, great.
and we're like, "Oh, Pickles Kaylee is here."
What do you got for us, AJ? What's yours?
All right, so, man, I keep flip flopping because I really want my singer that I'm gonna pick to take his guitar with him.
Then do that.
But I can't figure out who I want to switch that's going to bring a guitar over. I guess it would be okay because he's kind of like country folk, so his guitar is usually just like backing.
Okay.
Damn. I'm still like,
Just
because
do it.
I want it to be good.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Got it. I'll take Willie Nelson and swap him with fucking Serge Tankian.
Oh.
I think it would be really interesting to hear Willie Nelson sing some fucking System songs.
That would.
I think
Yeah.
because of
That'd be-
Serge's solo work, I think he could have some fun with some Willie Nelson songs.
Yeah.
100%.
Guaranteed.
Thinking of him singing on the road again though is the weirdest thing in my head.
Oh shit.
Now I'm gonna go listen to
Alright.
fucking Gate 21. When we believe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the podcast this evening. I want to thank our special guest, Carlos, for joining us this evening and putting up with our shenanigans for the past 2 hours. So, yeah, golf clap, everybody. Yeah, there we go. I also want to thank my co-hosts, as always, DaddiLlama, Clutch, Gnome,
Go fuck yourself.
Good gnome.
and a very alcoholic chocolate milk.
It's free real estate.
God damn it.
I was just waiting.
I know. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching here on Facebook, make sure to hit the like button and hit follow so you get notified every time we go live. If you're watching on YouTube,
Shut the fuck up.
You like how he rolls his eyes at this point now?
He's just so used to it.
I am used
So
to it.
fucking dumb.
All because of the one time I messed up. The very first episode, I messed up because
He was
somebody's
talking about like he was talking about YouTube and we were all talking. He was like, "Shut the fuck up." We're like, "Telling
Fucking
everybody
shit
on
at him for
YouTube,
doing
shut the
that.
fuck up."
But in seriousness, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. It is free.
Do it.
Stallone Cobras and Greenhorn Saints.
Yes.
I got
There
it.
you go.
Make sure to
Hey.
go check
Figure it
them out. You can find
wait, hold
Stallone
on.
Cobras. Yes.
Did you just recently join Greenhorn Saints?
Yeah, like last week.
Okay, I was wondering because I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't remember seeing you whenever we played with them in first.
Yeah,
years
yeah.
and-
Mike left the band and.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
you're gonna be a good replacement.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun.
But make sure to
Very
check out
interesting.
Stallone. Make sure to check out Stallone Cobras on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple, probably Amazon Music. I'm assuming, most likely.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
I found out we're on
Like
Amazon
our
Music today.
pieces everywhere.
Yep, you're also on Apple Music. I found you on there.
Yeah, but we already knew that. It tells us about that. It didn't tell us about Amazon or Pandora or any of the other ones I found us on today. I was
Right,
like,
still use Pandora.
Right?
yeah.
That's the
All of-
worst one.
Every time we release a single, it goes straight to Pandora and gets shuffled into people's music.
Fuck it.
The only people I know that
you
use
go.
Pandora is like my dad. And he's old as fuck. I can imagine now my dad running across your song and just
What
being
the hell is
terrified as
this?
fuck. He does not like it.
But
Especially the
definitely-
new one coming out because it sounds all soft and shit at first.
But definitely make sure to go check out Stallone Cobras and Greenhorn Saints. Both sound like very interesting bands. You all heard earlier in the podcast some Stallone Cobras. They are awesome. It was amazing to play with them live before. So make sure to check them out. Carlos, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
And
Thanks,
we will see you
buddy.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely, for sure.
Now, for our viewers at home, we will not be live next week. We will not have a YouTube video out. This video will actually be uploaded this weekend instead of Friday. So be on the lookout for that.
that is unfortunately my fault, everybody. I'm going to apologize in advance. My job is sending me to 10 Killer for 4 days.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to put in the comment section down below, AJ, you suck.
That's
no,
fair.
I'm kidding.
No, do it.
Put it on there and
Do
say
it.
it along.
just keep commenting. It's fine. But thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Uh,